the end of the town where the grass grows,
and the wind smells slow and sour when it blows,
and no birds ever sing that something gold grows,
is the street of the lifted Lorax.
And deep in the grass, some people say,
if you look deep enough, you can still see it today,
where the Lorax once stood.
just as long as it could.
Before somebody lifted the Lorax away.
what was the Lorax?
And why was it there?
And why was it lifted and taken somewhere from the far end of town where the grickle grass grows?
The Onster still lives here.
Ask him. He knows.
You won't see the Onster.
Don't knock on his door.
He stays in a lurkum at the top of his door.
He lurks in his lurkum cold under the roof where he makes his own clothes out of a muffled moof.
And on special dank nights in August,
He peeks.
Under the shutters, and sometimes
he speaks and tells you how the Lorax was lifted away.
he'll tell you perhaps.
If you're willing to pay.
On the end of a rope he lets down its impale.
And you'll have to toss 15 cents in a nail.
And the shell of a great-great-great-grandfather snail.
Then he pulls up the pail, makes a most careful count.
To see if you paid him the proper amount.
Then he hides it away. And then he hides what you paid him away in the snow.
His secret strange hole and his groovyless glove. I will call you by whisper my phone. For the secrets I tell you are for your ears alone.
Slap! Done slept the whisper phone to the ear.
And the old Onceler's whispers are not clear.
Since they have to come down through a snurgly hose.
And he sounds as if he had smallish bees up his nose.
Now I'll tell you how the Lorax got lifted away.
It all started way back.
Such a long, long time back.
Way back when when the grass still is green and the pond was still wet and the clouds were still clean and the song of swarming swans ran out into space. The Onceler came to this glorious place. I saw the truffle trees and I brought the colored truffle trees to the truffle trees. Miles of beautiful truffle trees.
Under the trees, the Onceler continued his story.
He saw the brown barblets frisking around in their barbular suits as they played and ate truffula fruits.
Yummy truffula fruit. From the ripulous pond came the sound of humming fish humming while splashing around.
But those truffula trees, all my life I had been searching for such trees as these.
Our truffula trees had tufts much softer than silk, and they had the sweet smell of butterfly milk.
I felt a great leaping of joy in my heart. I knew just what to do. I unloaded my cart, and at no time at all, I had built a small shop. Then I chopped down a truffula tree. The soft tuft I knitted into a feed. Once the feed was finished, the Onceler heard a gazoo zump.
Out of the stump popped
A sort of man.
He was shortest
And oldish,
and brownish.
And mossy, and he spoke with the voice that was sharpest and bossy.
Mister, I am the Lorax. I speak for the trees. I speak for the trees that have no tongues. And I'm asking you, sir, at the top of my lungs, what's this thing you've made out of my truffula tuft?
Look, Lorax, there's no cause of alarm. I chopped down just one tree. See, I'm doing no harm. I'm being quite useful. I think this feeds a fine something that all people need. It's a shirt, it's a sock, it's a glove, it's a hat, and it's also other uses.
Sir, you are crazy with greed. There is no one on earth who will buy that fool fleet.
But the Lorax was proven wrong. A man came along and bought one for $3.98.
You poor stupid guy. You can never tell what some people buy.
I repeat, I speak for the trees.
I'm bossy, shut up. If you please.
The Onceler called his family. They came and built a sneed factory, cutting down truffula trees as fast as they could.
the Onceler built a super axe hacker that could cut down 4 truffula trees at once. The Lorax didn't show up again.
But the next week he showed up again.
I am the Lorax who speaks for the trees, which are you chopping down as fast as you please. But I'm also in charge of the brown barber who played in the shade, living happily, eating truffula fruits.
Yum!
Now, thanks to your hacking my trees out of the ground, Now, thanks to you hacking my trees to the ground, there's not enough truffula fruit to go around. My poor barbaloots are getting crummies in their tummies.
Aww.
Oh, my tummy has a crummy.
The Barbaloots loved living here, but the Lorax sent them away so they could find food.
The monster felt sad, but business is business.
I meant no harm, but my factory had to grow to the north, to the south, to the east, to the west.
The factory grew bigger, but the Lorax came back.
I am the Lorax monster. You are making such smuggy smoke. No one can live here, you dirty old monster. I'll show you.
The swans were sent away.
The humming fish couldn't hum and went to search for water that wasn't so smear. The monster got mad and yelled at the Lorax.
He yelled that he was going to keep making threads no matter what.
Then whack, the last truffula tree was cut down.
No more trees! No more thieves!
The Wancher's family left. The Lorax gave the Wancher one last look.
And lifted himself and flew off through the hole in the smog.
That was long, long ago.
It's a truffula seed. The last one of all. You're in charge of the last truffula seeds. And the truffula trees are and what everyone needs. A plant. To treat it with care. Grow a forest. Protect it from axes that hack.
Then the Lorax and all of his friends may come back.